everyone. So I'm in a little bit of a different spot today because this is my bookshelf. This is my main bookshelf. This is where all my read books live, and it's a little bit of a mess. Like, not too much, but like I used to have like these two shelves were like themed. So there was like science books and some like climate change books, nature books, and then on that one there was like feminist books and racism related books, and that meant non-fiction and everything. And then here were my more general fiction, which kind of naturally have been kind of organized by country. And then down there is the children's books that I have. Those are my books. The ones for Alex are in the tiny shelf there, but these ones here are my books from when I was little, my, things like that, Christian Andersen, Harry Potter, that kind of thing. Those ones are probably going to stay there because I want Alex to be able to have access to them. And then I have like some space still for books because I clear out and stuff, but I wanted to organize them a little bit better. They're a little bit messy, and maybe put like the spaces in better places. So I thought I will do that with you. I hope you enjoy. I said I had read all the books in there. I lied. I have not read this. It's a very short book. And the main reason why I haven't read it is because it's in Turkish. And if you're asking yourself why do you have a book in Turkish, is because my friend wrote it and I wanted to support him, but also I desperately want someone to translate this from Turkish to English. So if you know any translators that can do that, I will send a copy of this to you, and please let it arrive to someone that can translate it, and if they like it, and then I can buy it in English. I also have this paper here because I tried to use AI to translate one of the stories and it doesn't work. So desperately looking for a Turkish to English translator, if you know any. This one is gonna live in the bottom shelf, even though it's not a children's book because it's too big to put anywhere else. And this is just from when I graduated, everyone signed, and so it's just a memory kind of thing. Here I have some very nostalgic books. I have Waller's or Wally's books. I have some sticker books that I used to collect. I have a special edition Little Prince copy that my mom bought for me, I think when I graduated my master's or something. I have some, I don't know if anyone else had these kind of books, illustration things. I really liked those when I was little. This one is a poetry book, Spanish poetry book. I'm not sure about this one. I wanted to declutter a bit, and I mean, I have very good memories of this, but some of the poems are very, I read them back, some of them, and they're very like problematic, so I'm not sure I want to. I was thinking to pass these books over to Alex, and I think this one is a problematic one, so maybe this one will stay somewhere else. And these ones are the first books that I kind of learned to read with. This one we had in preschool, and this one was like, this one was first grade and this one was second grade. Yeah, I think they're nostalgic and all, but I want to keep them, and I remember really enjoying them when I read them. And this one again was one that I enjoyed, but it's slightly problematic as well, in my opinion. It's about a frog that wants to be a bird, and there's this toad that tells her, but I want to marry you, and she's like, no, but I want to be a bird, and then she fails at being a bird, so she ends up marrying the toad, which I don't think it's a great message, so maybe I will get rid of that one as well. this one is super old, it's broken and everything, but this is very nostalgic. This is the one single book that my dad will sometimes read to us. So it's nostalgic just for that. This one I loved. This one, it's a experiments book, so basically it has a bunch of experiments you can do. So it's, for one, Alex is a little bit older, but it was a lot of fun. I really loved that book for myself, and I know my mom also used it for her classes when she was teaching, and for my niece and nephew, and they all loved it, so I'm gonna keep it for sure. This is a comic book that I found in a little free library, and it's actually in Spanish. I can keep it. I don't have strong feelings about it. I think we picked it up so that my husband could read it and learn Spanish from it. Then this one, I don't know if anyone else had these books. They are originally French, and they are very sweet. They are from this like community of people in the forest. You have all the people here, and they go on adventures. I know that my mom bought the first book of this collection when we were little, because they have one about Christmas that is just about the lights and the like the darkness of the season, so they put little lamps in the trees and stuff instead of being like all religious or Santa Claus kind of thing. However, I donated those when I was little to, well, a friend of mine that was having a baby, and I have missed them. So my mom found that they were republishing them because they were out of print, and they were republishing them in this. But the stories are a lot more written in verse than I remember them being, and my mom had the same feeling. So I don't know if it's exactly the same. I'm not sure I vibe with the verse side of things, but yeah, that's it. The stories are very dear to me, so there you go. Then I have this. These are kind of like the books that I kept because they were kind of my favorites of the time. They were a series of these, and these ones were my favorites. And this one is about the forest. This one is about a girl and a boy. They had lots of adventures, and this particular one is about their mom's roses have a plague of little insects, and so they go around the neighborhood looking for ladybugs, because the ladybugs do eat those insects. So their idea is, we'll collect all the ladybugs and then take them to our mom's garden, and they will eat all the bugs, so the flowers will survive, and it's just very cute. They also had some things about recycling and stuff. It's like little stories. I really like them. And then this one is just fun. It's kind of like a story that goes in circles. So it's about this mouse that goes through a door, and then another door, and then another door, and the things that he finds around and the people that he meets. So yeah, this one I'm gonna keep. I also have this one, which is again poetry. I think this one is less problematic, so I might keep this one. Then I have a collection of things. So I have Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie here, and I picked up this copy in the library of New York when I was there. They had some of these like nice editions to pick up. It's a little bit damaged on the sides, but yeah, still interesting. And then Hans Christian Andersen's completed illustrated stories. Again, some of them are very problematic, but I read this as an adult, and yeah, some of the stories are fine. Some of the stories are not so fine, but I feel like it's something that I still want to keep in my shelves. And then I have also Little Women. My edition is not the prettiest, I think, but still is the one I have. And I really enjoyed it as a kid, and also the movie, so that one's staying there. Then I have a few other books. This one is a mystery, like a middle grade mystery thing. I remember really enjoying it when I read it. I was like 12 or something, and the atmosphere has stayed with me. I remember it was about the summer, and there was like a mystery in a small town. I like that sluggish summer mode. Then I have Momo by Michael Ende. I really enjoyed this. I read it back a couple of years ago, and I still really enjoy this, so this one also is going to stay. I also have Going Solo by Roald Dahl. My husband bought this for like the first birthday we were together, I think. And I mean, Roald Dahl is problematic as well, but I think this one was nice because it's just his memoir, and it was not overly problematic, and yeah, I mean, it's like the situation that he bought me that and all of that. Then I have this one, I'm Invisible. This one again we bought when we were in Spain, so my husband could practice Spanish, and it's full of his notes, and it's about football, so it's like about this boy that wants friends and he wants to play with them, but he's invisible, so a lot of games he cannot play, and so he starts playing football, and he's very good at it because nobody can see what he's doing. My husband likes football, so he thought a children's book about football might be a good place to practice his Spanish. And then I have Clementine Loves Red. I actually just read this quite recently, like a few months ago, but this is a Polish children's classic, and it's very sweet and very funny, so I want to keep it for when Alex is older as well to read it. And then I have this Isabel Allende. They are like it's a City of Beasts, I think it's a series. It's the first book as well, and these ones are I think young adult. It's about a boy that his mom is sick, and so his parents send him to spend the summer with his grandma, and his grandma works for the National Geographic, so they go to all of these fun places, and there's always a little bit of a magical realism tone to it. I really enjoyed them when I was little. They read a bit young the last time I read them, but I still enjoy them, and they are like a core series for me from when I was growing up. And then I have my Harry Potters, which we're not going to talk about, but I'm gonna keep because she can say stupid things in Twitter, but she cannot take the enjoyment that we got out of those books away from us. And I think now I have all these books in my table to sort through, and my battery is flashing at me, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back to you when I have an idea of what I want to do with them. Okay, so I have put 2 more shelves here. These are my non-fiction, and I have science and nature here. I have also my graphic novels because I don't have enough to put anywhere else, and I already have a few books that are pretty big in that shelf, so it just made sense to me. Here I also have my most precious book, which is a copy of a chemistry book from when before the periodic table was made, which yeah, I think it's cool. There is one single non-fiction here, and this is The Ridiculous Idea of Never Seeing You Again, because this one is about Marie Curie, and it's kind of like a reimagining of her life, and it just made sense to put it in the science place for me. Like it just feels weird to put it in the fiction side. So it's gonna stay there, and then here are more my, this one's a history book and a memoir about being Chinese, and it's a lot about race and feminism. These ones are a bit mixed. This was kind of one of the things that one of the reasons I thought I wanted to redo this, because these are this beautiful penguin orange spine situation. But this one's like, some of them, I have Radiant Sweetgrass, Other Lands, and the Uninhabitable Earth. But I also have Doppelganger and Dead Aid, which are like totally different topics. And I have matrescence as well in this edition, so I wanted them to be all together, and I decided they're gonna stay there. Or maybe I can put this one here, because this one is, I guess, technically non-fiction, but it's just a picture book of Banksy's art, so I'll put it with the graphic novels. So yeah, I am pretty happy with that. I have to put things in between, but for now they're gonna stay there until I finish. The other thing I did is here are all of the other books that I have, kind of organized them a little bit. This one should go here. So these ones are like my Asian books, and I have to organize them a bit more because Asia is very big and they're like Indian, Japanese, blah blah. I think I want to organize them roughly by country, because I don't have, I mean, these ones are science fiction, fantasy sort of situation. I think they are all science fiction actually. And everything else is kind of like literary magical realism kind of thing, so those make sense to put all together. So here are Asia, here are European, and these ones are also European. These ones are like Nordic countries. Then here I have like the Oceania type of things. These are Africans. Here I have a small section for Middle East, and here I have American, and again I have to divide in North America and South America, but I think I'm going to divide them roughly that way. And then down in here are the ones so far that I'm going to give away. I think as I go through these ones I probably will give away some more, but that's kind of like the current situation. So let's put them in the shelves. Okay, so I think that is the final product. I think it looks better. I mean, the spaces are not so obvious here, and I have still room for more books. Basically up there I have my like Nordic books and some other European stuff. I have my science fiction here, my American ones here, and like they're divided, like that side is the US and that side is more like Central America and Latin America. This is my Asia, Oceania, Africa. I might run out of that because I think that's the majority of what I read, so maybe some of these might move up here with time, but here I have like my African books, my Middle Eastern books, and my like Asian and Oceania books, and here is like the non-fictions and my children's books. And this pile right here is the ones I'm getting rid of, so let me just run you through those in a second. Okay, so just very quickly, these are the books I'm gonna get rid of. This is a Orson Scott Card book. I think it's problematic. I enjoyed these books, the Eden's Game books, but long time ago, and he's kind of problematic, and if I ever want them, they're probably in the library. Then Africa 39, I love this cover, it's so colorful and so nice, but these are short stories and I don't love short stories, I don't remember them. I'd rather someone else picks this up that is going to enjoy them more and find some authors that they want to check up more. Same for this short story collection, nothing wrong with it, but I'm just not a short story collection kind of person. George Orwell, Down and Out in Paris and London. I don't want to keep George Orwell's books after reading like them. I already didn't absolutely love this, so it's okay for me. I still have the 1984 one. I didn't get rid of that because that one is special to me. Like, it was very formative for when I read it, so But so I didn't like this book at all. The only reason I was keeping hold to it was because I bought it in Lisbon, in like the oldest bookstore in the world, and I had that stamp. But I think I'm okay with having the memories and not the book. So this one, that is about, it's a non-fiction about the defense of the Amazon. I remember it being very good, but I don't remember anything about it. Like, it has stayed here this long because it was probably good, but I just don't remember, and I have had it in my mind to reread it to see if it was actually good, but I haven't, and I don't see myself doing it, so it's just done. And then the last two books that I have to unhaul are the two children's books. I have a little bit of a mess to take care of still here. There were some things in the bookshelf that are like toys for Alex that we don't want her to have access 100% of the time, so we keep there for like in the highest shelves for us to have control of it. And there's also some library books for Alex that I have to figure out where to put. But yeah, I will figure that out later. At least the bookshelf is looking quite nice, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments below, and until next video, bye!